Hello students, in this video we are going to see the topic under for the model 5 with the sampling distributions. So before into the sampling definition we must understand what is meant by population and sample. The large collection of individuals or attributes or numerical data can be understood as a population or universe. So wherever the large collections is there of individuals, we can tell it as an either as a numerical data or we can tell it as an population. A finite subset of the universe is called a sample. Okay, the number of individuals in a sample is called a sample size. So what is that? First in the population is the large collections. In that finite subset will be your sample. In that sample, the number of individual in a sample is called as a sample size. Okay. If the sample size n is less than or equal to 30, the sample is said to be small. Otherwise, it is large sample. Okay. The process of selecting a sample from the population is called sampling. And then the selection of an individual or item from the population in such a way that each has some chance of being selected is called as random sampling. Suppose we take a sample of size n from a finite population of size capital N, then we will have NCN, the possible samples. The random sampling is a technique in which each of the NCN samples has an equal chance of being selected, isn't it? So you have a complete population is there. In that populations, each and every individual have a chance to select as a sample. Okay, that is we will call it as an random sampling. So now the next main topic it is under the sampling, which is you have a two type of sampling is there. One is with and without replacement. The word itself you can understand that the which you are taking a sample, you can replace again and you can take it one more time sample, and without replacing also we can find it as a sample. Okay, so we'll go with the definition. Sampling where a member of populations may be selected more than once is called as a sampling with replacement. So once you can select it from the population and again you are going to replace it, because again they will get a chance to select it as a sample, right? That is what has come more than once. Okay, and then if the member cannot be chosen more than once is called sampling without replacement. So once has been chosen as a sample, again we are not going to replace, so the remaining left population we can choose it, so that the first which is taken a sampling it won't be repeat, isn't it? That is called as an cannot be chosen more than once. Okay, so that we will call it as an without replacement. The next definition, simple sampling. Simple sampling is a special case of random sampling in which are independent and the probability of success is constant. The word statistics is often used for the random variables for its value. Okay, so now sampling distributions. Let us suppose that we have a different sample size n drawn from the population for each and every sample of size n. We cannot compute quantities like means, standard deviation, etc. Okay, obviously, isn't it? These will not be the same. Suppose we group these characteristics according to their frequency. So now the frequency distribution generated are called as sampling distribution of mean, standard deviation, etc. Okay, the sampling distribution of a large sample is assumed to be normal distributions. And the standard deviation of a sample distribution is also called as an standard error, and the reciprocal of standard error we can call it as an precision. Okay, so next one, sample distribution of the means and the sample variables. The sample mean is a statistic and we discuss the sampling distribution of the statistic. We consider all possible random samples of size n and determine the mean of each one of these samples. we discussed the sampling distribution of sample means for the two possible types of random sampling. What is it? With and without replacement associated with the finite populations. Okay. So the next one, random sampling with a replacement. So with the replacement, that is the meaning is the item is drawn one by one and are put back to the population before the next drawn. So before taking a next sample, you are going to replace it again. Okay. If capital N is the size of a finite population and small n is the size of the popular sample, then we have n power n as sample. The mean mu x bar of the frequency distribution of the sample means will be equal to the population mean mu. The variance sigma x bar squared of the frequency distribution or the sample mean will be equal to sigma squared n, where sigma squared is a variance of the populations. Okay. So you have a relations, we can write it mu x bar is equal to mu and sigma x bar squared is sigma squared by n, where sigma x bar is also called the standard error of the mean. Okay. The random sampling without replacement. So here what is that? Which you have drawn one by one and are not put back to the population before the next drawn. So in this cases there will be NCN as a sample and we have a result. What is it? Mu x bar is equal to mu and sigma x bar squared equal to capital N minus small n by capital N minus 1 into sigma squared by n, where C into sigma squared by n. This complete term which is there in the bracket has been considered as a C. Okay. And it's called a finite population correction factor. In this, we have some note. If capital N is a very large, C is closer to 1, as we have limit n tends to infinity because of a large sample, n tends to infinity, capital N minus small n by capital N minus 1, which should be equal to 1. Okay. So the next one, standard error. The standard deviation of the sampling distribution of the statistics is known as a standard error. Okay. That's what the introduction part we have seen. The standard deviation is also called as a standard error. So it has been explained here. It plays an important role in the theory of a large sample and it's form a basic of testing of the hypothesis. If any statistics for a large sample Z, which is x bar minus mu by sigma by root n, is normally distributed with mean 0 and the variance is unity. So this is for your standard error. So the next one, statistical hypothesis. A statistical hypothesis is an assertion or conjures the assumptions and the guess, the meaning of that, okay, about the distributions of one or more random variables. So the main topic into that sampling, which is testing of hypothesis. There will be two type of hypothesis there. So that is what we are going to see there. The hypothesis formulated for the purpose of its rejections under the assumptions that is true is called null hypothesis and is denoted by H0. So which you are assuming it your hypothesis, the purpose of its rejection under the assumptions which you are taking it under the rejections, it is which is assumed it is a true, then we can tell it is a null hypothesis and it will denoted by H0. So which will be a complementary will give for your H0. That means any hypothesis which is the complementary to the null hypothesis is called alternative hypothesis and what is that? It is denoted by H1. Okay. So you can see the example to test whether the procedure B is better than the processor capital B is better than the process capital A. We can formulate the hypothesis as there is no difference between the process A and B. To test whether there is a relationship between two variables, we can formulate what is that? The hypothesis as there is no relations between them. Okay. So you can take it with two processors. So you can formulate the hypothesis as there is no difference between A and B. So you can assume the hypothesis and you can prove it. There will not be any relations between A and B. Okay. Then critical region. Next definition, the region corresponding to a statistic in a sample space capital S which amounts to rejection of the null hypothesis H naught is called critical rejection region or the region of rejections. Okay, the rejections of the sample S which amounts to the acceptancy of your H naught is called acceptance region. So there is two region is there. One is an rejection, the region of rejection. One is the acceptancy rejections. Okay, acceptancy regions. The rejection of the sample S which amount to the acceptancy which you having here H naught, we will call it as an acceptance region, and which is the rejection of null hypothesis which is related with both will be a null hypothesis. Okay, acceptancy of your null hypothesis we will tell acceptance region, and the null hypothesis which is there your rejection part we will tell it is an region of your rejections. Okay, so that's all the basic definitions. So the next video we are going to see the problems and the type of the problems, how we can able to solve it. Okay, thank you.